I know wealthy people, they own 16 estates on the Eastern Shore, and they live in 2 of them. Like, why do they buy them? They land banking. What does that mean? Well, the guy makes a lot of money every year, and he doesn't want to put it in a savings account, so he goes and he just buys a cool piece of property, and he buys another one. Well, okay, it sounds good, but here's the problem. The guy buys up the beautiful pieces of property, and so you can't afford it.
Right.
And if the rich guy wasn't buying up all the beautiful houses, they would cost half as much. And you could live in a beautiful house. So here's what happens. Some rich dude has 27 houses that are empty. You don't have a beautiful house. You have a family. Your kids, your dog could use the beautiful house. The rich dude doesn't even want the house. He just wants a long-term capital preservation strategy, right? And so that's a perverse incentive and a distorted economy. That's broken. That's broken money. That's because the rich dude is using an estate on the Eastern Shore of Maryland as a piggy bank. Huh? But the estate doesn't get renovated. The house is falling down. There's a beautiful pool on the water, and you could have a great family picnic there every Sunday, but it's not going to happen because the rich dude has 16 other houses. He just bought that house because he thought it was a good investment. Okay, that's wrong.
And this is what Michael Saylor is explaining, that Bitcoin is going to demonetize real estate. So understand what that means. As Bitcoin continues to grow and grow and grow, right now around a 6-figure price, real estate investors, multi-billionaires are going to understand that storing their value in Bitcoin is going to be more accretive than real estate in the long term. It's a new asset, new technology, but also a store of value. Most don't get it, but some are waking up now. Fast forward to the future. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you with another cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Piggyback on that, if you guys want some free stuff, who doesn't like free stuff? Get your 15 free stocks from MooMoo, each valued up to $2,000. Right here is the Bitcoin Bros link. Check it out. Fund your account today. The current time is recording, we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is coming in at 96.6. We've had a meltdown. People are freaking out. Did you buy the dip? Bitcoin Bros did. Did you buy this dip? It's an opportunity. Because look here. Why are we saying this is an opportunity? You see this falling wedge pattern, and we broke out of it and came back and back tested it once, twice, and now this is a 3rd time. So could be is getting ready to ramp up to get a bump and run pattern. If we do fall into this, levels to pay attention to. The next level is the $93,000 range. We fall all the way back down to the bottom of this wedge, looking around 88. So if we hold this level, we could get a bump and run to the upside. Or if we fall back into the wedge, could be around 93, or fall to the bottom of this wedge, 88. We fall out of this wedge, the 200 moving average, all the way down to 78. So the level to pay attention to, one of them right now is where we're at. If we fall through this, you know what to do. And then right here, look at this pattern. You see this is on the weekly. We've been trading in this range. And if we just highlight this, you do know like this is the range that needs to be paid attention to, because if we come back down to the bottom of this range, this is around the $93,000 range. That's exactly where this moving average is. We just showed you. So could we just be coming down to the bottom? Let's retest this before we come back up and potentially bust out of this range. And will we wait for this green line to potentially come up and kiss this perfectly before having a continuation to the upside? You be the judge, but right now is not time to freak out. It is time to keep accumulating and stacking sats. MicroStrategy, same thing. Right now we had the close. We were showing you this inverse head and shoulders pattern that was playing out. We'll see when the market opens where MicroStrategy opens, because Bitcoin bled once the market closed. So could we be opening right around this downwards resistance or downwards support? Or will we bounce off this 300 range, this 300 in the short to mid-term for MicroStrategy? That could be the case. That would invalidate this head and shoulders pattern because we're just still trading in this range. And that would be the level you want to pay attention to, around the 300 to the 307 range, depending on where we open. We could open below this. Now, if we open below this, we could come back up and back test this and flip this support to resistance, have a continuation down to this upwards trend line, down to the mid 200s, around 250. Now, max pain would be falling through this level, that level, and coming back and back testing this red line around 180. So once again, the interesting point, where MicroStrategy will open when the market opens, it's all an opportunity because we are still in this bull run. It's higher lows all across the board. But you see what the big boys are doing here? MicroStrategy major shareholders. You see the top 20 holders and see what they have in the game. So you see that the big boys are hodling this stock because people are starting to understand what MicroStrategy is, and it's not a small amount of capital they're deploying. Are you one of the MicroStrategy hodlers? And right here, alt season is still around the corner. ETH is dead until it's not, and it comes back. And right now, Ethereum is just putting in higher lows. If we're looking on this index chart here, this is on TA Trader Allen, so check them out. And every time we come back up to these certain levels, these certain ranges, that's when ETH peaks. And if you connect these dots and see where the next top could be, ETH peaks. Zoom into this. This is right between, between $13,000 and $20,000, closer to 20, looking at probably $16,000 to $18,000. So definitely exciting times for the alt season that is to come. Don't get discouraged. CBVI. Confidence, we're at the peak, 80. Right now, February 2nd, no peak is in. We haven't seen dark red. We haven't got back up to these previous levels of the last 3 cycles. We're up there. We're up, around the 80 range, but most have peaked around 98, 97. This one actually went to 100. In the first cycle, went up to 98. So at least 97 is the time you want to be thinking about, okay, how do I reallocate and prepare for the next downturn? Right here, check out this chart. Shout out to Chrono Chartist. You see in the RSI, a lower low and a higher high. This is a bullish divergence, and it continues to put in a lower low, higher high, a lower low, higher high. Then it has a dump in the price, blast off. Look at the confluence, bullish divergence, and a lower low in the RSI, higher high in the price, lower low in the RSI, higher high in the price, and a dump. So what's to come next is this face ripping rally. We've seen this rally from February to the end of March of 2024. Are we about to see this same thing happen again for 2025? It looks like stars are aligning. And right here, from @Income Sharks, Bitcoin, nothing has changed. This is still in play. Memes are not Bitcoins. Top of one of them does not signify the top for the other. If anything, it will be good to see money return and focus, and the focus shift back to tech. So look here, Bitcoin on the daily, you see once it breaks out of these ranges, it comes back test. We get this rip to the upside. That's what happened up here. Now we're back in this range. If we have a rinse and repeat, rip to the upside, you're looking at between $145,000 and $150,000, and that could happen over the next 3 months. Are you prepared? With that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. With that, I'm out.